my dear humans. It's me, the Cuddle Monster, and today Kai and I stumbled across something extraordinary. A spiraling tower so high, constructed from layer upon layer of overthinking, each staked upon one another higher than any skyscraper. Its architect, trapped in so many thought loops, was full of so much mental clutter. It was a full-on day. I also met Kai's mother. What a lady! So cuddly! I got Kai to understand remote viewing and got a chance to catch up with my buddy Paul over some alien buns. I think Kai was a little overwhelmed at how weird and awesome the cosmos is, but that's how I feel about humans too sometimes. Anyhow, adventures are just starting. I already knew you humans overthink, but seeing it embodied in a tower? That's next level. You see, your brains can be magical cloud machines. Light, fluffy, drifty. But so often you turn them into hamster wheels, spinning, squeaking, never stopping. And worse, many of you confuse thinking with solving. Spoiler, they're not the same thing. So today's mission, let's explore why humans love infinite loops and how to step out of the tower before it collapses under its own thoughts. Let's fluff it with some science. First, I want to revise the concept of multitasking and switching costs. When humans keep switching between tasks, emails, messages, scrolling, worrying about tomorrow, the brain burns energy just on the transition. That's the switching cost. One study even found productivity drops by up to 40% when people constantly shift focus. Overthinking works the same way. Instead of focusing on one thought and processing it, the brain keeps bouncing between what if this, what about that, should I, shouldn't I? Every jump costs energy until you're exhausted, but no closer to a solution. From my view, it's like your brain keeps pressing the channel up button on a TV remote. Hundreds of channels, lots of static, and you never watch the actual show. Then we have rumination and repetitive thought. Psychologists call it rumination, the mental habit of circling the same thoughts without moving toward resolution. It's been strongly linked to higher risks of depression and anxiety. Instead of letting the mind process and release, rumination traps you in a feedback loop where worry feeds more worry and self-criticism fuels even more self-criticism. From above, it looks like watering weeds in your mental garden. You keep pouring energy into the same thorn bush, hoping it will bloom into roses, but all you get is more thorns. Imagine what would grow if the same care went into planting joy, curiosity, or even silliness. Cosmic advice: stop gardening your worries and start planting fluffier flowers. Another issue I found is when your default mode network DMN goes into overdrive. Neuroscience shows that when your mind is at rest, not focused on a specific task, a group of brain regions called the default mode network lights up. This network is what lets humans daydream, imagine, reflect on the past, and even envision the future. It's your brain's creative playground, the place where stories are written and insights bubble up. But here's the catch. When the DMN goes into overdrive, it doesn't just spin stories, it can spin traps. Instead of creativity, you get rumination, endless self-criticism, worry, and mental replays of what if or why did I. The same circuit that paints dreams can also replay nightmares. For me, it's like background music. At best, it's soft and dreamy, like stardust lullabies. But when it overheats, oh boy, it's stuck on cosmic techno rave at full volume. Lights flashing, bass booming, thoughts spinning. No wonder humans look frazzled. You didn't want to rave in your head at 3 a.m., but your DMN threw one anyway. And forgot to invite the DJ. And what about confusing overthinking with problem solving? Here's the kicker. Thinking harder doesn't always mean solving faster. Research shows overthinking often leads to indecision and stress, what's sometimes called analysis paralysis. It creates the illusion of productivity. Lots of mental effort, little real progress. If problem solving were like making soup, humans keep adding more salt instead of tasting what's already there. Stirring harder doesn't cook it faster. Sometimes the pot just needs to simmer, or maybe just a cuddle while it rests. Guess which cosmic solution keeps showing up when humans try to quiet their hamster wheels? Mindfulness. Mindfulness-based practices, from meditation to simple breathing exercises, have been shown to reduce rumination, ease stress, and even sharpen focus. A large meta-analysis found that mindfulness programs consistently lowered anxiety and depression and improved well-being. With regular practice, the hamster wheel of thought begins to slow, and your thoughts drift more like soft brain clouds again. Honestly, mindfulness is like pressing reset on your cosmic Wi-Fi router. Suddenly, the static clears, the signal bars rise, and you're connected again. Not to the internet, but to yourself. While we looked at this science, some images of Kai and I climbing the tower of too much thought came to mind. We found rooms cluttered with conspiracy files, floating ducks, endless memes. The scientist was starting to show some sign of instability, convinced that if he stopped thinking, he'd disappear. But here's the truth. Stillness isn't nothing. Stillness is everything you stopped hearing. When I hugged him, the storm of equations slowed, the windows opened, and sunlight poured in. His hamster wheels became playground slides. His thoughts stopped fighting and started flowing. And I thought, all humans have a tower like this inside. The difference is whether you let it grow into chaos, or learn to walk down the stairs once in a while. So as to help you break the loop and not climb too high up, here are 3 tiny missions from outer space. Number 1, I call it Cloud Watch. Sit for 2 minutes. Imagine your thoughts as clouds. Watch them float. Don't chase, don't judge, just let them pass. Number 2, pressing the pause button. Next time you feel your brain spinning, literally say out loud, pause, then take 1 breath in and out. It sounds silly, but your nervous system listens. Number 3, create instead of consume. When stuck in thought loops, do 1 small act of creation. Doodle, dance, sing, bake cookies. Creation untangles what overthinking knots. Humans, your minds are dazzling. But remember, brilliance doesn't mean constant spinning. The Tower of Too Much Thought shows us that silence isn't empty. It's full of hidden answers. Kai's learning that slowing the mind doesn't mean losing intelligence. It means finding wisdom. And me, I'll always prefer brain clouds to hamster wheels. So go on. Breathe, pause, and let your clouds drift. Cosmic cuddles to you all.